magic and crystal in the hills. You said you'd come and find me, but I know you never will. So take up all your worries and make a little song. It's best to keep it simple so we can sing along.
Thank you for watching this edition of Whitley County Culture. I'm here at the Whitley County High School Amphitheater with cast members from The Shaking Tree that's coming up this weekend. And you'll have to forgive our glowing skin because it is hot out here. Let's just get that out of the way. We're here with Adrienne and Samuel, and you guys have parts in the Wildwood Theater's first ever production. What role do you play, Adrienne?
Eve, the young, annoying little sister. Jubal.
And Samuel?
And I play Andy, the best friend of the whole thing.
Okay, and what made you guys want to audition for this in the first place?
Lucas actually asked me at first to audition, and I really enjoy acting, so I was like, of course, I'll audition for the play, and that's why I'm here.
And Lucas, by the way, is Lucas Waters, who wrote The Shaking Tree. And Samuel, what made you want to audition?
Well, I had not acted for like 6 years since I graduated from high school, and the opportunity cropped up. All of the former members of the Whitley County High School drama group sort of stay in contact, as it were. And the opportunity cropped up, and I was like, oh, heck yeah, the opportunity.
It's funny that you mentioned that you hadn't acted. When I interviewed Rebecca Parton for the Wildwood Theatre, she talked about that she really just wanted to get involved with that, and she hadn't done it since she left school. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of opportunity around here for something like that, which is what is really good about the Wildwood Theatre. How long have you guys been rehearsing for The Shaking Tree? Samuel, I'll direct that to you.
It's been maybe a month at least, you know. I can't remember when exactly did we do the read-through first.
I don't remember. It's been a while, but I think we're going on at least a month and a half.
At least, yeah.
And we are sitting here in front of the Shaking Tree, literally the tree, which I am so impressed by this. Adrienne, what is this story about in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, I think that it's about someone who comes from a small town and they're wanting to live their big dreams. And I think that a lot of it is getting through hard times and overcoming those obstacles to reach where you really want to go.
And tell us a little more about your character. You said she's an annoying little sister.
Yeah, I think Eve is a lot of the comedy, because most of this is a drama. So I think Eve incorporates the funny side to the life that Jubal is living and the hard times that they're going through. I think that it really brings a good part to the play.
And Samuel, a little bit more about your character as far as how he connects with the other characters.
Yeah, so Andy is the main character, Jubal's best friend. They've sort of been friends since they were in school together and everything, and various sets and circumstances, I won't give too much away, but it does involve mining and that sort of area. It's set in Appalachia, that sort of setting. But he sort of helps Jubal through certain things, kind of realize, maybe without maybe intending to, what kind of beauty and stuff happens in an area. Because a lot of times you live like we're in a small town here, and you're like, well, what can we possibly do around here? But there's just an inherent beauty there, and that's, I think Andy acts as one of the factors to sort of, you don't necessarily have to. You've got big dreams and everything, but it's like I said, I won't give too much away. It's just.
Well, you guys, this is unique because usually when you're in a play, you don't know the writer. I assume that Lucas is here as often as he can be. What's that like? You're in a play, and you actually can have conversations with the writer about what he envisioned when he was writing it.
It's really intimidating to me.
I would imagine.
Yeah, because you know that he's watching, and you know that maybe what he sees isn't exactly what he's seen in his head, and so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll be rehearsing on here, and he'll be sitting by Rebecca, the director, and every now and then you'll see him lean in.
All right, guys, we had to take a little break. It's so hot out here, my iPhone literally overheated. We have added Kyle to the conversation. Kyle, you joined the cast a little late, right?
Yeah.
Tell me the story. How did you end up here?
Rebecca messaged me out of the blue one day and said, "Hey, we need an actor for this role. 2 people have quit before. Kind of in a tight spot. I've heard about you from your other performance in Beauty and the Beast."
So basically, she came begging, right? I'm just kidding.
And I was more than happy to oblige.
She wanted you for this cursed role that she set up to fill. What is the character that you're playing?
I played Jubal, and he's the lead, and he's a very tortured soul towards the second half of the play. In the beginning, he's kind of just a normal teenager with hopes, dreams, ambitions, and those kind of get postponed after a lot of the play takes place.
So, is the Shaking Tree, is this about his journey, basically? Am I understanding
I
that
think
correctly?
the theme of change is very prevalent throughout the entire play, but that focuses a lot around Jubal and his transition from zero responsibility as a child to taking up the responsibility as the head of his family.
I don't know if you can tell this or not. I don't know if it's integral to the plot, but where does the tree come in?
The tree is basically just probably a centerpiece for Jubal's happy place. He comes out to the field and he writes his poetry, and it's just a place for him to think and collect. And the tree is a main part of that.
All right, and let's do, before we end, let's quickly just do a plug. 7:30, July 19th, 20th, 26th, and 27th, right? All off the top of my head. The tickets are $5 for adults, $3 for students. Ask Rebecca, that's why I'm looking over. So you guys come out, see this play. It's not every day that you get to see a play at the amphitheater, especially one written locally, which is really kind of a cool thing. Also, you'll help the Wildwood Theatre get off their feet, so to speak, with this first performance. Thank you so much for watching. And guys, thank you.
Thank you.
For sitting here with me in the miserably hot.
Keep it simple so we can